Second step of the way into the temple is the column of flow of movement, as I like to call it. You remember, pelvic goes back and forth. You are becoming aware of your upright position. You take your 4 points, 2 sitting bones, the cushion, 2 legs on the floor, and become aware of your existence. Then you look towards your inner space and you look for movement. Where can you find a small movement in your inner space? Might be in the pelvic, might be your upper body, might be any place in your inner body space. Then you follow this small movement. You give it room. You let it happen. You allow it. Follow it. It's more following it. It's more taking this movement up than moving yourself. So you might find a swing, for instance, to the left side and to the right side. Or as we had before, forward and backwards. Or it might be a cyclic movement, for instance in your pelvic. When you found your movement, you have become aware that there is movement and that you can allow it, follow it. Then take this movement and let it flow into your pelvic, let it move your pelvic in a horizontal way. That means, for instance, right side, then sacrum, right side, then front, then left side, then back, right side. So that your pelvic describes a horizontal, cyclic movement. It might also be an ellipse, mustn't be an exact circle. This cyclic movement is moving you, and you let it happen. So, when you originally started to do that by will, doesn't matter, just let it go on. You will find out that it goes by itself when you allow the movement to move you. This cyclic movement can go more and more by itself without you doing it. So here, the first time when you switch from sympathetic state to parasympathetic state, from doing to being, even if there is small movement. Let this movement go downwards now, through your hip joints, downwards, into and through your knee joints, from the knees into your ankles. The flow of movement can even reach the toes. All the lower space of your body, pelvic, legs, feet, are now moved by the flow of movement. Go up again. Let the movement, the cyclic movement, go through your ankles again, your knee joints again, through the hip joints, and now let it go upwards into the column, lumbar part, then like a spiral higher, all the vertebrae upwards, up into the shoulder joints, the elbow joints, through the hand joints, into the finger joints, and back. Finger joints, hand joints, elbow joints, shoulder joints. Then let this cyclic spiral form of movement go upwards, direction to your head, until you reach atlas and axis, and the movement, the flow of movement enters even your head. Let it go through your jaw joints. Let it go through your eyes, even through the mass of your brain, until you reach the highest point of your skull. The whole inner space is flown through by the flow of movement. Flow of movement, like flow of life. From feet to head, all your inner space is flooded by subtle movement through all your joints, through all your bodily spaces. And you can become aware of that at the same time. You can become conscious that flow of movement is within your whole body. And again, let the movement move you. Don't do, but give in to your inner movement. Become one with the flow of movement. Become one with the flow of life within yourself. Let this movement become subtler, allow it, let it happen without doing, but with more and more presence, with more and more awareness of what is happening. Second column of meditation, the flow of movement.